We continue our look at the agriculture of Chile and Argentina with a look at the program that took those 25 farmers to South America. For the last 25 years, the LSU Ag Center, with the help of other farm organizations, has worked to develop leadership initiatives to let you know how important farming and ranching are to the Louisiana economy. More than 300 students have graduated from the Agricultural Leadership Development Program since 1986. Joining us to tell us more about this class and the Ag Leadership Program is Neil Melancon, reporting from Pergamino, Argentina. Neil?
Well, Avery, I think it's safe to say that my horizons have been broadened quite a bit by this trip. For instance, taking a look at this corn here in South America, as you can see, it's pretty well ravaged by the drought, and that's something we've been hearing about, 60% losses for many of the producers in South America. And it's a whole different thing to see it and experience it here rather than read about it in a report. And that's just one of the many contrasts between the United States and South America, but I think they've been outweighed by the many similarities. For instance, the way that this cornfield could be at home right there in Louisiana.
Certainly the grain fields of Chile and Argentina captured the attentions of many of my classmates as the rice, corn, and soybeans they saw there resembled what they had back home. While all the seed and equipment was the same kind used here, the conditions were very different, especially when it came to their interactions with the landowners and government agencies. There were many details about the export tariffs, exorbitant land rental rates, and crop research that was often at odds with the needs of the farmers there. But here in the humid pampas of Argentina, class member Troy Romero found an echo of home in a family farm that doubled as a catering business in order to survive.
Just today, we're at a farm, a fifth-generation farming operation that hits home to me because I'm a fifth-generation farmer also. And, you see the struggles that they're going through and some of the same struggles that we're going through at home. And it just makes you realize how important it is to carry that forward and not lose that legacy.
The legacy of history and culture here has definitely shaped the way things have been done across South America, and part of the class experience was understanding why things were the way they were here. However, things are changing in both Chile and Argentina, who are eager to become players in the world markets just as their emerging neighbors in Brazil have, and from what I saw here, they have the means to do so.
So, of course, I have to ask, what's the bottom line of this whole trip? And who better to answer that than Bobby Swallow, director of the LSU Ag Leadership Program. And Bobby, tell me a little bit about, what we're going to bring home here from this trip and what the Ag Leadership Program in general brings home.
Well, ultimately what we have is a group of people that become better spokespeople for Louisiana agriculture. And encompassed in that is having a better understanding of who your trade partners are and who your competition is. And that's the culmination of this trip. We have a good sense of what Argentina goes through as a competitor and how we're competitive with them and why that is. And we also see a great trade partner in Chile and some of the advantages that they have in this country compared to many other South American countries. So it's just having a better grounded knowledge of what's happening in other parts of the world and giving you that sense of how American agriculture can compete and also trade with those partners.
Very important stuff. And thank you, Bobby. Bobby Swallow, director of the LSU Ag Leadership Program. And Avery will be home here soon, a little tired, but wiser for the wear.
Thanks, Neil. I hope you enjoyed the trip. And remember, you can listen to Neil's reports on the Louisiana Farm Bureau Radio Network. For a list of stations where you can tune in or to listen online, just click over our website, twilatv.org, and look for the LFB radio link on the left side of the homepage. Well, that does it for this edition of This Week in Louisiana Agriculture. Next week, Kristen Oakes will head back to our roots and take us to the LSU Ag Center's annual livestock show. Until then, you can watch all of our stories online on our website, twilatv.org. For all of us here on the Twila team, I'm Avery Davidson. Thanks for joining us. We hope to see you again right here next week.